Hey book buddies, I'm going to show you some fabulous fiction today from Usborne Books and More. First up, we have our pocket books. These are really small, full color, lots of different animals. This one is on mammals, so these would be fun to take on a road trip to a national park, the zoo. These are only $4.99, so they're really fun just to kind of scoop up a few of them. Next up is one of our peek inside books. These are great for 2, 3, 4, 5-year-olds. So it has little peek through pages. This one's all about nighttime, and I really like that it kind of talks about the different careers that people have at night, what the animals are doing. Talks about the market being stocked at night with all these veggies that are coming in on the train and people in the sleeper car. It's just really cute. I think it takes a different kind of perspective on what happens at night. Then we have Look Inside Food. This is great for 4, 5, 6-year-olds, I'd say, even 7. And it talks about all where our food comes from. So lots of different flaps. Talks about farming to the meat industry. So if you're not ready for that discussion, I would say maybe avoid this page. The fishing, just all sorts of, and how it ends up in the store and gets to your table. Really great book, all about food. Then we have Astronaut's Handbook. This is just really, again, full color pages, flexi binding, so it's more durable than just a paperback. Just a great book about what it takes to actually become an astronaut. I love this one, the illustrated Thesaurus. So just a great way to kind of introduce how we can expand our language with all these full color illustrations and talking about different subjects. This one is super cool. It's one of our newest. It's the classical music reference book. And let me show you how it works. It has these QR codes in the corners of each page. So you just take your phone, your tablet, whatever, and then you scan the QR code. And it'll actually play the music from that page. So let's see if you can hear this. It's just loading right now. Isn't that cool? So a great interactive way to introduce kids to classical music who may not otherwise be interested. And then we have my first reference book about our world. We actually just came out with a nature one too. But I like that this breaks down different ecosystems and weather, how our seasons work for younger kids with all these great illustrations in here. And lastly, I want to show you something that isn't necessarily a book, but it's one of our learning tools. It's a learning wrap-up. So this is the multiplication one. And how this works is there are little grooves here, or not grooves, but bumps, I guess you could say, on the back so that it is self-correcting. So 11 times 7 is 77. And then you can see that it matches up with that bump on the back. So those are just great learning tools. We have fractions, multiplication, division, all sorts of different ones for the learning wrap-ups. Those are some of my favorite nonfiction tools and books from Usborne Books and More.